heart attack. Fast, fatal, hard impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do continue, let us give a brief little review. Now, in the last part, we had Deku. Deku, he was trying to come to terms with a lot. He saw a man die, and he didn't know how to feel about it. Everything inside of him told him that what he saw was wrong. However, the man, he wasn't a good person. And from what he's been seeing lately, he's starting to understand a lot. He talked to Avatar Kyoshi and some of his other previous lives just to see what they might think of the situation. And Kyoshi, the Avatar he's always been warned about talking to, she actually was able to somewhat understand Deku. She has done things to save people before in her past. Some have been good. Some of the things she's done have been bad. However, ultimately, by the end of the day, these things, they helped secure peace. And right now, Deku, he is learning that lesson firsthand. Now, Deku is very surprised. Kyoshi, she is a warrior, and one who has had centuries of experience. Now, with that, this is something that Deku, he found to be very interesting. And right now, after taking down some poachers who were nearby the base, and saving an animal, he's learned a lot. He saved a, well, pup. That was a Tox. Now, for everyone who is confused, a Tox is a creature I created that is a hybrid of a fox and a tiger. And this little creature is Deku's spiritual animal, since every avatar does have one. And now, so does Deku. Deku, after saving the animal and getting the poachers taken into custody, he took the animal with him. And right now, Deku, he's learned a lot. It has been 2 more months since that happened. And in this amount of time, their organization has become more active. Deku started to go on a bit more missions. And he's actually started to ramp up things a bit more. Now, Deku, he's learned a lot about waterbending. And he still is even doing some firebending with the teacher he does have. Now, we actually do currently have Deku, who he is waterbending with Koya. And the two, they actually are both staying there in a shallow area of the lake. And Koya, she is telling Deku to begin. And Deku, he does go. He does going to bring his hands upwards and going to start shooting water directly at her. However, Koya, she's going to start moving out of the way. Her casually going to slide to the left with her body. And make sure to avoid it. Bring her own hands up to go and try and shoot water at Deku. And Deku, he actually does go to bring his body up and around. Now, this is basically them practicing and having their own little battle. Right now, they're just trying to make sure they can hit the other person. That is the objective of this training. And right now, they're doing this, and they're trying to make sure they can fight. And this is just the beginning. Whenever the two do start to actually get a bit more intense with it, basically just trying to make sure they can grab the water out of the air, or even just trying to do a sneak attack, there is whenever they do both start to move onto land. Basically meaning that the only way to get to the water would be to throw your arm outwards and be defenseless. Now, Koya and Deku are both noticing this. And Deku, he actually does bring his hands up, whenever Koya is going to try and attack him. Now, Deku is going to directly grab the water out of the air. Him going to actually bring his hands upwards and go to press them downwards and let out a slow breath, as Deku is going to create an ice wall. And the moment he does, you do actually have Widows going to run towards it. Him bringing both of his hands up and pulling a large wave of water up into the air. And Koya Shizuku directly notice that. Her going to bring her own hands up and pull some of the water forwards and down over her. Her creating a bit of an igloo, or at least in a bowl of ice to cover her. Now, when the water has hit the ground and Koya does go look up, you do actually have where Deku, he is just staying there, bringing his hands upwards and throwing them out forwards and hard. As Deku, he's trying to use some water to slice through the entire bowl. And after Koya does go to break free, she's going to bring up her own hands, her moving them forwards and going to create a piece of ice in her hand. As she has to step forwards and up to Deku's throat. Alright, I win. Do you? Yes, I do. You might want to look down. Her gonna do so. And see that Deku, he does actually have his own ice blade put right up to her chest. And Koya does gonna look directly where it is. As Deku does talk about how if she took another step forwards, then that would have been game. However, right now, he does think that he has the better advantage. When did you do that? About after you got out. I created it behind my back. Nifty trick, huh? You certainly improved. I'm proud of you. Well then, I guess it's a draw. I guess so. Her gonna somewhat sit down. And Deku, he does gonna do the same thing. That was pretty fun. Yeah, it was. So, what's next for the Avatar? I don't know. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, it is. Were you gonna be going on that mission next week? No. I went on that one yesterday. And, well, we just returned from it. Right. Sorry. What about you? What do you mean? Were you going on a mission anytime soon? No. I'm actually sort of not allowed to at the moment. What do you mean? Well, there's something big going on soon, and I've been asked to participate. So right now I'm here. Now, Deku does understand. And there actually is where Koya should at least express how that actually has been very good though. What do you mean? I like being here. It's nice. It is. It's peaceful out here. Peaceful's a word for it. It's quiet. Yeah, it is. So, what's going on with the pup? Oh, him. Right. I'm keeping him. He's a little bit of trouble, but it's nothing I can't handle. He's actually grown pretty big already. Are you sure you're going to be able to keep him in your room for much longer? He's not that big. I mean, granted he's at least the size of a dog now, but that's all fine. He's not just the size of a dog, he is the size of a big dog. Large. Not big. Fine. I got that. Yu's taking care of him right now. She really loves the big guy. Everyone loves animals, Izuku. Besides, they're one of the main reasons why we're doing this. Along with saving, well, the world. Right. Do you think that we'll be able to actually do it, though? I don't know. That's a good question. What about you, though? What about me? Well, we tied. Yeah? And it's not easy to fight you. Right. So, I think I need to undertake some more waterbending training from an actual master. Okay, and I'm assuming you want me to do the same as well. Yeah, I do. So if we do that, yeah, if we undergo training together, we're not technically student and teacher anymore. We're just, well, friends. Friends, really. Well, there's something more, but I didn't know how to tell you. Really. So you finally came to a decision about that? I did. I wanted to wait until after we were done training like this. Along with that, getting to know you more, you've really mellowed out. You were so tense, your movements were sharp, and you couldn't flow right. No, it makes sense, Koya. I get what you mean. Deku going to lay backwards, and going to bring his hands behind his head before going to somewhat throw his foot upwards into the air. And he does talk about how it does make sense. Really? Yeah, besides, it's not that bad. So, Izuku, what are you going to be doing later today? Hmm? Not much. I'm supposed to be training, but Yokits, he already does like that. I'm improving on water. And, well, the master, if we talk to him, we're going to have to be more secretive with this. If I'm walking around training with a waterbender, people are going to want to know more. And if you're not firebending, then there's a problem. Right, right. So, how's Luna? Oh, her, right. She's good. She just seems to be very nosy. Nosy? Yeah, yeah. It's not bad, but it's just she wants to learn lightning bending. I've taught her some of the basics, and I've showed her what to do. But lightning redirection's her best point right now. Yeah? You're not gonna let her take that leap, though? The leap is dangerous. Learning redirection first helps a lot. She's good at it, but she isn't better at it. Hmm? Really? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I want to get her started on it, but I don't even know how to express it. How to tell her what to do. Right. So, what next for you? What next? I think the next thing I should do is go surfing. Really? Yeah. I mean, I just so happen to know where to get some surfboards. Call it a bit of an investment from a friend. And I just so happen to know how to get us there. Really? Mm-hmm. If you want to join me, that'd be very much appreciated. Now, Koya, she has going to somewhat jump up. And Deku, he is pulled to his feet by Koya, who actually has going to somewhat bring him in close. Her going to hug him before going to kiss him on the cheek, talking about how it's a date then, and she won't miss it. Now, the two do go walking back. And right now there was somebody who was watching these two, who they're a bit more concerned. They want to know a bit more, and they're curious. They heard about the Suzuku person, and since they are new in town, they want to know a bit more about the people here. They wanted to meet this talented firebender. However, he's out relaxing with the waterbender. On a date? That's surprising. Well, nothing to be expected though. But why was he out here? And what were they feeling? Now, With that, there actually is where they get back. And when they do, there actually is you and Lee. Both the two, they were trying to relax and hang out with the dog. Or the talks. And right now, whenever Deku does go walk in, there actually is where she is trying to throw a large dog toy for the creature. And it does go to turn in bolts. It's chasing after the toy, as you just talk about how the big guy, he actually is having a lot of fun. Is he? Yeah, just watch. Hang on. He's gonna get it, and her gonna someone pull her hand up. As the toy does go flying up into the air, and the animal does try to jump for it. Her someone going to laugh, talking about how he really does like this game. Nice one, you. Alright, does anyone have keys to a car or a truck? Um, I got a few keys over here. What do you need? Uh, I need the truck. Why? We need to head into town. Just you and Koya? Yeah, we were gonna go check a few things out. See how things are over there. Right, right. Now, you just gotta bring her hand up. Her going to reach over and onto a few things. Okay, these keys over here. No, that's for the large truck in the back. Okay, no. Here. We're gonna toss a pair over. Expecting that those ones should be for the big truck. And it should have extra room in case they need more supplies. Thanks, you. You gonna be fine here alone with the big guy? We'll be fine. We're having a lot of fun over here. Just take your time. Now, you just gonna wink at Deku, talking about how just make sure to have fun. And Deku will go to give a thumbs up. And right now there actually is Lee, who does talk about how those two might need help. Should he go with him? Don't you dare. What? They're going on a date. Oh shit. Are you serious? Yes. And right now, I'd say they need some alone time. Now, Deku and Koya would leave, them heading into the town nearby where the water is. And after they do arrive, they do have their fun. And after a day full of surfing and messing around in the water, basically just swimming and diving and actually being able to use waterbending here freely and out in the open around people, there is where Deku does feel normal. And Deku, he does like that. The day's relaxing, and they had fun. And, well, he knows what he's going to be doing. His journey, it started, but it's nice. He understands who he is as the Avatar. He has the elements at the palm of his fingers. It feels amazing. He understands who he is. Now, Deku, his expression has gone from very bright and cheery to someone a little bit gloomy. He understands what he has to do, though. Right. Okay, I got this. Now, Deku, he does gonna walk into the room, after him and Koya have returned. And after walking in, there is where a man, he does directly hold up something to Deku, expressing that he's late. As Deku is gonna walk over and grab the mask, him putting it onto his face, and then going to put on an outfit. As he's talking about how he does understand. However, what should he use? What do you got? Let's see. Lightning, fire, or water? I'd say fire. Maybe even bring out the lightning. They're the same element, right? They are. Good. Let me handle the water. Alright, well, before we get in there, I had a question. What is it? Would you be able to train me and Koya better? Kid, I'm a master, but I don't teach. I understand, but you're very proficient in the elements. Yes, and there's a reason for that. I'm proficient in the element because of my profession. I get it. Listen, I'm not gonna pretend like I know more about it than you, because you don't. But if I'm gonna get better at this and help more, any chance to increase my power helps. And if that means having to be taught by you, I'm more than willing to. If I don't learn water, I'm willing to learn bloodbending. Alright, kid. You want to know more about bloodbending? What? You get a good, fine win? Did you finally beat your teacher in a match? Or what? You finally think you're hot shit? Because I'll tell you this, you're not. If I wanted to, I can murder you right now and make it look like a fucking aneurysm. Alright? We can talk more later, but talk to the man in charge. Because if he makes me teach you waterbending, I am not going to be nice about it. I'll personally show you how it feels to be puppeted around, and let you know the feeling of what you're doing. Because understanding it means you know how bad it is to use it. Alright? Okay, I get it. Just calm down. Kid, I've been preparing myself to do this for the last 20 minutes. And you are late by 15. Right, right. Okay, let's go. Now, Deku and the man are going to walk into the room. As they get what they need. The information, it was a bit tedious to obtain. The man tried to be stubborn. And Deku, he did have to do a few things he thought were very unsavory. However, while it wasn't bad per se, there was what the man was doing. And Deku saw it firsthand. The art of bloodbending. The art of controlling 70% of the human body. It is horrifying. It's like being a puppeteer. And watching a person try to fight their own muscles, it's horrifying. And Deku, yeah, seeing it up close and personal, especially with the way the man was using it to keep this guy from bleeding out, it was somewhat horrifying. Now, Deku, he was very happy to have everything be over. And by that was done, there was where he joined everybody in the game room. Now, this is a very large room. Right now, a few people are sitting down and playing video games. Some are playing pool or just simply on arcade machines, such as a Pac-Man, let's just say, for example. Since I believe everyone knows what one of those arcade machines does look like. Now, while a few people are doing that, there actually is the talks, which is laying down over in a corner and asleep. Since right now, this place isn't very active. There is a larger mission going on. And Deku, after walking in, a few people do go to look up. Somebody commenting that it's Izuku. Hey, what's up, guys? Not much, man. What you doing here? Uh, had to help out. Information gathering. Oh, you got stuck with that this week. Yeah, yeah. It's not fun. So what are you guys doing? We're playing a game. You want to hop on next? What game is it? It's fine, I guess. I don't know, it's new. Oh, it's new. Yeah. Just you got next? Or you're not gonna call it? I'm fine for right now. This being where Deku he does go look around more. There's somebody leaning against the wall. And they're over by his animal. Deku gonna walk over. And whenever he does gonna bend down, he does gonna set down a plate of meat in front of the creature. It going to look up as Deku he does gonna bring his hand up and pat it on the head. Talking about how, hey, sorry to disturb you, bud. He was fed earlier. He was? He was. The creature here is strange. I didn't know these things could be tamed. Yeah, it was a pup whenever I found it. Really? It was, yeah. Hunters. I took him in. It's very nice of you. Yeah, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Azuku. The person going to just stare at Deku. Blankly. Um, hello? I can't see your hand. Oh, um, sorry about that. No, it's fine. It's alright. I can make you out, but it's difficult. What do you mean? I am partially blind. It's hard to see, but it's not impossible. In fact, well, it's easier for me just to be completely blind than to see. What? It's easier to navigate things. It feels like I have tunnel vision. That's the best way to explain it. Plus, things are blurry. I'm glad I can see, but I prefer to keep my eyes closed. Oh, um, I'm sorry to hear about that. It's fine. I was in an accident, and that's why that happened. Oh, are you alright? I recovered, for the most part. I would like to talk to you. Personally, in fact. I do not believe that this matter is good to know here. Now, Deku, he does get to walk away with this person. And the two, they do get to walk out of the facility. And the person, they do try to express to Deku that they know he's the Avatar. Hmm? Are you serious? How did you find out? I wanted to investigate you. Learn more. I was very much surprised. Okay, were you following me all day? I was not. I found you earlier today, and I saw you waterbend. I thought it was odd. Steps like a what? Airbender? Moves like a waterbender. Carries himself like an earthbender. And yet, he's a firebender. Yeah, call it my walk of life. Why are you trying to blackmail me with this information? No, I'm not. I'm simply curious. Now, this person would go to someone and bring up their hand, expressing to Deku that they were curious because they've heard of many things the Avatar is capable of, and they were wondering if healing would be possible. Huh? Yes, I was curious. I was wondering. I've visited and talked to many healers in my life, and none have been able to fully restore my sight. I was curious whether or not the Avatar would be capable of it. Oh, are you saying that that would be impossible to do? I have visited many doctors, and since joining up with these people, they provide me with better services, more help than ever before. I see. Yes, please understand. I'm very much desperate to have my eyes back. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a no? It's not a no. I'm new to waterbending. I'm just fairly. I've been only working on it for a few months, okay? I've been with these people for a little around a half a year, and right now I've only been earthbending for half of that time. Or waterbending, half that time. Well, alrighty then. If it wouldn't be too hard, would you please at least try? I can try, but that might not be easy. I could ask Koya. She taught me to waterbend. Hmm. Does she know that you are the Avatar? She does. She taught me. She was who I was out there with. But how did you know we were out there then? If you're, you know, I see. That's quite easy. Have you ever heard of the seismic sense? I've been using it partially to, well, look around. It is odd. I'm still not used to it myself. The ability is great in the hands of those earthbenders who can see. However, the ability seems to be greater in those who are blind. Are you serious? Wait a minute. The seismic sense. I've heard about that. It's a very famous technique. One that is very difficult to attain. And mastering it has been deemed impossible by very many people. However, some have claimed to have mastered it. I see. Do you know enough about it? I do, yes. However, it is strange. Now, Deku, he does hear what this person is going to say. They wish for Deku to try and heal their eyes. And, if possible, make it perfect. Now, Deku, he's not too sure if he could actually do this. And right now, he's thinking about what to do. As he does go to return back to the base. And a few people, he does get to hang out with them. Right now, after heading back to the game room, they all do gather together and have some fun. Some people are playing music, and others, they're playing games. However, everybody, they are having a good time. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.